Wanting to become a YouTuber for fun or for profit? Check out the amazing Blue Yeti microphone today. Affiliate link in the video description. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and you might be asking yourself, what are we doing looking at the Reason.com profile of Elizabeth Nolan Brown? Well, there's a reason for that, but first let's look at just who Elizabeth Nolan Brown is before we jump into this. She is an associate editor at Reason, where she covers sex policy, free speech, criminal justice, women's health care, food regulation, and national politics. Her writing has also appeared in outlets such as Politico, Playboy, The Los Angeles Times, The Daily Beast, Fox News, The Week, The Dish, and Time Magazine, and it's been published by entities such as the New America Foundation and the Cato Institute. And again, just pretty much standard fare from someone you might find on Reason.com. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is I just want to establish right off the bat that this person is a journalist, right? Is a journalist. One who I would hope would very much be in line with the SPJ's code of ethics, especially about do no harm. But that didn't really play out this morning when she retweeted an image saying, "This is a young man who ostensibly wants a job someday, tweeting at professional women in his field under his own name." And she's quoting this image here, this tweet by Aaron Sobzak, just tweeting at the Ladies of Liberty, "The best way for a woman to hashtag make liberty win is a sandwich." Clearly, it's a reference, tongue-in-cheek reference to make me a sandwich or get back to the kitchen. The old adages that we hear that are, they're lame, they're stupid, they're dumb. Now, the reason why I'm ticked off at this, the reason why I'm upset at this, is because of the following tweet that she posted right afterward, saying, "Retweet to help ensure Aaron Sobzak's prospective employers know this when they search for his name." Now, I don't know about you, but that's bullying, intimidation, and could be borderline doxing depending on who you talk to. Yes, his name is attached to his profile that at this point is now protected and unable to be viewed to know exactly anything more about this guy. But him making a stupid joke about, make me get back to the kitchen, make me a sandwich, apparently is enough for Elizabeth Nolan Brown here, who even according to her own profile is a libertarian feminist writer, felt that it was okay in order to try to have this guy's life destroyed. And the great thing about this too is that people are calling her out on it. They're calling her out on it. And, this guy here, Jeffrey Miller, says, "I wouldn't try to ruin some guy's career over one idiotic tweet." But and she says, "Singling him out might be shitty, but hearing from so many great young women about how this sort of thing turns him off libertarianism is shittier." Okay, fine. But still, it's just because someone's upset at a tweet doesn't give you the right to try to destroy their life using your platform of 17,500 followers on Twitter to try to get this dude in trouble. Thankfully, only 31 people retweeted that and not anything more. It's still 31 feels like a pretty high number. But she says, "I don't intend to leave my tweet up long, not looking to cause career damage, just maybe think twice about being a sexist clown online." These aren't archives I'm showing you right now. These are not archives. This has been 9-10 hours since the post went live, and it's still there. So if she's not trying to push it for a long period of time, then she's clearly failing miserably. And even someone else called her out on it too here by saying, Will Truman here says, "There were definitely some mixed signals between 'I don't plan on leave this tweet up' and 'retweet so future would-be employers see it.' Her response saying, 'Well, I don't claim to not have wanted to scare the fear of Jesus into him, so to speak.' And then, saying maybe a subtle distinction, but I didn't tweet at any of the dude's current affiliations, and the tweet is mostly spreading via his supporters." Again, okay, so what does it even have to do with the price of tea in China if it's going between his supporters? This isn't about what his supporters are doing. This is about what you, Elizabeth Nolan Brown, are doing. This is about what you, a journalist at Reason.com, all right, a journalist who's written for a multitude of websites, albeit looking at that list, some left-leaning websites, are going out there and attempting to destroy someone's life, attempting to take down someone's future job prospects because of a "go make me a sandwich" joke. All right. And just to kind of like further blow your narrative out of the water, the people who he was tweeting at, right? The people who he was tweeting at here, taking a look at this. So Ladies of Liberty, right? They actually responded to this. I was able to find it. And they said here, oh, haha, very funny, mister. Go to your room, no t-shirt for you. And so they were laughing. They were laughing at the joke. They were laughing at the joke back to them. They didn't care. They were in on it. And so this is just the person either A, overreacting, or from what I've heard through the grapevine, B, responding to a person that they might have had a bit of history with, and use this as an opportunity to scare the fear of Jesus into them. To which case I have to follow it up with, who the fuck are you to do that? Who the fuck gave you the right to try to do that? You know how the internet operates. If you work on the internet, you operate it all in this culture, you know for a fact how the internet works. All right, you know that people will do everything they can to destroy someone else's existence because they post a shitty dad joke. That's the world we live in. I mean, Christ, there was a girl who just gender swapped in a fan pic, a game about a gay dad dating sim, and she was driven off the internet. People who didn't like what she did, you know, they drove her off. These are, by the way, these are your allies, by the way, Elizabeth, that do this sort of thing. The joke I said when I capped your tweet and then posted out to my audience was, oh, modern feminism in motion. It's very true. You can sit here and say, well, I wasn't trying to hurt this guy. I wasn't trying to do anything negative. But the fact that the tweet of you saying retweet this to help ensure that prospective employers know this when they search for his name, and you wrote his name twice in there, hoping that it would get picked up by Google indexing, shows precisely your intent. Your intent is to shame this person, not in the short term, not at all in the immediate future. You want to shame him for life because the internet never forgets. The internet knows every slip up you make, and this is one of those moments that will reflect poorly on you in the future. There is a code of ethics that journalists should take when going into the fray, and you are a person who lives in Washington, D.C., who's worked for a lot of political reporting and has done a lot of other writing, and you should know better than this. This is utterly ridiculous that the fact is you acknowledge what you did is kind of shitty, and say, oh, I'm not going to keep it up forever. And then you still have it up long enough to where Google might index it, so you're going to keep it up for at least a day or two. And then you still want it to impact this kid or this guy. I don't know how old he is. I don't know anything about him. I can't find out. His account's protected now because of the harassment you're bringing at his doorstep. And the funny thing about this is you're a verified blue check mark on Twitter, so what you do isn't considered harassment. And I'm pretty sure at no point Twitter itself will come in and go, hey, maybe you shouldn't try to dox people on the platform of which you disagree with based on a shitty go make me a sandwich joke. This is a reminder to, I think, everyone out there that operates in this space on a professional level that there are ethics you should adhere to. There are always things you should adhere to. This guy made a joke and does not deserve to have his entire life destroyed or future life destroyed over it. But we're well past the days of discussing things now. We're well past the days of hashing it out. We're now at the point of just, complete utter nuke it from orbit because it's easier to scorched earth something than it is to actually figure out the cause of the problem. Had Elizabeth here actually reached out to Aaron and said, hey, I'm not a big fan of what you're doing. Was there a reason why you've made this type of comment? They might have had a heart-to-heart discussion on the subject matter and maybe come out better on both ends as better people. But instead, no, let me just screen cap this and then tell my audience of nearly 18,000 Twitter followers, to go and retweet this so then this guy can't ever get a job or has this lording over his head for a long period of time. Because, journalistic integrity and all that jazz. Well, guys, that wraps up this video. If you guys like what you saw, be sure to toss it a thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe. Also, hit that bell so you guys can be up to date on all the videos I post every single day on this platform. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This has been the Mundane Matt channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll talk to you later. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.